Today, I want to build 4 starter homes in The Sims, but each one is a random budget. And you're probably thinking, wait, starter home, doesn't that already imply a set budget? Technically, yes, starter homes are typically under 20,000 simoleons, but I always like taking things to the extreme. And you know a 2,000 simoleon starter home is not looking the same as an 18,000 simoleon starter home. But enough of this discussion, let's get started. Our first starter home budget is going to be 17,397. Oh, thank you so much. This is definitely a typical starter home budget. And for our location, I decided I kind of want to build out a little neighborhood in the Foundry Cove area of Willow Creek. So I've got my sim on the empty lot, and to set a budget, all you have to do is type in testing cheats true to enable cheats, and then type money followed by whatever budget you want. And I want to start building us out a shell. I think I definitely want a nice front porch area. I was hoping to do something 2 stories, but that is always risky with a starter home. With what I have here, that was already 4,000 simoleons of our budget. Let's get a roof on this thing. Thankfully, roofing is free. And for siding, I was thinking we could kind of go with this modern, but also rustic kind of dark brown. I might even want to go kind of dark with the roofing there. Oh, I think it's looking really nice with the brick foundation as well. And then I'm hoping to get some brick stairs, though that is honestly a very luxurious thing to add to a starter home because you don't need the stairs. You can always just not have it on a foundation. I would love a 3-wide door. However, when it comes to the layout in our main area, I don't know what we're going to be doing. Well, the windows from the birthday update a couple weeks ago are quite cheap. That one is only 25 simoleons, so we may be seeing that in more than just this house today. But I also am really liking this parenthood window. It's only 30 simoleons, and since I have some kind of weird room shapes going on, I think it could kind of work. I'd love to be able to get this kind of antique wood floor going on in here. I'm getting like carpenter vibes from this sim that lives here already. So with our base complete, we have 11,151 simoleons left. Something else you might have missed in a recent update is that we actually got 4 new swatches of this base game Blandco contemporary counter, and 2 of them have that butcher block countertop. So I'm wondering if this might kind of fit our storyline for our carpenter sim. We could even do the wooden fridge because that is cheaper. Something I want to do, but it might be a little too risky, is doing an island. I was thinking we could do that and then have a dining area here, but seeing as it does not leave us a lot of space for a living area, I might revise this plan and instead give us a little 2-seater table and maybe some chairs like this. These are some of my favorite chairs in the game. Wait, I just had an idea. Since we have 2 bedrooms, what if they're roommates? One is a carpenter and the other is like a blacksmith or a metalsmith who like made these chairs. Maybe they collabed and that's why these are the kitchen chairs. Wait, I love that. And now I actually really don't like the layout that I've gone with. Unless we kind of do the table right here and then we can get our couch right here and kind of separate the space that way. As I've said before, open concept is not always my favorite thing, but it is a major tip in starter homes because if you don't have to draw as many walls, you're not spending as much money. It's a little early to be adding any decor, but I think we can all agree the authority fits perfectly right there. And for walls, I kind of love this blue. We'll see how a rug works in here in a little bit, and then we'll make our decision. I made this bathroom ginormous, trying to get out of my shell, but I'm not sure if that was the best decision, seeing as we save a bit more money when the room is smaller. We also don't have to spend the money to fill up the room. So I was thinking about getting a shower tub combo in here, but since we've already determined the storyline of the carpenter and metalsmith roommate, we know there's not a toddler in here, so we don't need a bathtub. Let's do a shower and we'll get our classic standard toilet right here. You'll probably notice when I do starter homes, or really when I do any kind of budget challenges, I go very bare minimum at first. And then we see where our budget is at and we determine if we are allowed to have more decorations. So we've got the bare minimum for our bathroom. I do want to revisit that to hopefully get a pop of color and things a little bit more interesting in there. But let's move on to our bedrooms with 4,663 simoleons left. I would love for this bed to be the carpenter's bed, like they built it themselves. I'm also rethinking our window situation in here. I might just do 2 big ones on this side. And maybe, oh, this bed is only 445 simoleons and also kind of makes sense that the other roommate made their own bed too. And let's get a few more staple pieces of furniture. We can get the wooden desk, and I am hesitant to add any computer or anything on it, but that doesn't mean we can't have a cute chair. Or wait a minute, how much is the woodworking table? 750. I was thinking we would put it outside. I actually fear I've been a bit too ambitious in this starter home. I think I made it way too big. It actually doesn't feel that weird if I orient the bed this way. And you're probably thinking, oh, if if this bed is outdoor retreat, surely there are side tables that have the same wood swatch. You would be wrong. That's okay. We can go with these ones that are even cheaper and maybe slightly kind of sort of match. Now, coming over here, again, we're focusing on metal vibes. If we have any, I feel like we have way fewer items that have more of a metal accent that are also cheap than we do wood accents. Like this is perfect. That is like the perfect one, but it's 300 simoleons. We've got our base layout here and we have 528 simoleons left. So we are going to need to be making some adjustments. The first adjustment I'm thinking is actually getting rid of 2 of these stools for the dining table. Now the second adjustment I am thinking is actually making the entire house smaller like this. And then we make the front porch a little smaller as well. And then I think this works. A little hack is we delete the fences where the stairs were covering it up, and then we put the stairs back. Oh, that's really nice actually. I think I'd really like to do an accent wall in this room as well, which only cost us 35 more simoleons. I do think at this point we can focus on our decorations and clutter. Sometimes there are pretty cheap ways to fill up the wall and fill up the space. Oh, these fabricated wall leaf decor items. They look super nice with the kind of like leafy, naturey pattern of the bed already. And over here we could do something simple like a little calendar. I would love curtains. I feel like a lot of people might expect curtains. Actually, those are only 40 simoleons. Let's do those. We always can add some little plants for decoration. Ooh, and a fabricated table light is only 20 simoleons. You can get these to show up in your catalog with the BB. Show hidden objects cheat. I think for the hallway, let's not leave it bare. Let's get my favorite little cottage living plant for 50 simoleons. I honestly think like maybe just like a wood feature here could look nice with the space. I don't know. 331 simoleons left and we don't have any rugs. We could always do the nifty knitting ones. These are 0 simoleons and you can find them with the hidden objects cheat. And that might bring the space together out here pretty nicely. It might just clash a little bit under here. So I could do the white one, though it's not the right size. However, the fluffy rug from Snowy Escape, for whatever reason, is only 15 simoleons. And it does kind of work quite nicely when you size it up. Maybe this sim has their little boba cup. It's technically cheaper to get a couple pairs of shoes right there because the shoe rack itself is 120 simoleons. I think maybe let's do that. And we'll get a coat rack in there as well. I feel like that actually makes this area feel really complete for the most part. There's a lot more we could do in the kitchen though. I'm going to squeeze in our paper towels, but on this side of the sink, just so that that counter remains completely open. I still feel like something needs to go on the wall in this room, but what do we have that is under 111 simoleons? Not much, to be honest. We could do this like high school years collage and size it up. I just like it because it kind of takes up space, you know? I did also want to get a light on the wall here. And that leaves us with 31 simoleons left, and I am realizing I did not do anything on the front porch. What do we get rid of? I really like everything we added. I don't want to get rid of anything. What we could get rid of is one of the bathroom sinks and mirrors. Oh, I used a 100 simoleon mirror. Okay, that actually might have been a good call to remove that. I think that will give us budget for a chair right here. 90 simoleons could get us this laundry hamper, but 30 simoleons could get us this laundry hamper. We didn't really achieve my pop of color in here that I wanted to come back and get. Something I want to do before we completely exhaust the budget is get a teeny tiny bit of landscaping. You can landscape with debug stuff, which is completely free. However, I feel like if this is going to be our most expensive starter, I should actually spend money on the landscaping. I'm also asking myself, how committed am I to the woodworking table? It helps with the storytelling for sure, but it does prevent us from landscaping the rest of this. In a shocking turn of events, I actually think I might replace the bed in this room with the fabricated bed. We still kind of have the storyline that the sim is a maker sim and they like doing all of that, and it does have wood accents, and that leaves us with 336 simoleons left, which would allow us to complete our landscaping. And then with terrain paint, I've kind of made the woodworking area its own thing. Those columns I used are 60 simoleons each, and these cottage living columns are very similar for only 35 simoleons each. And that gives us 136 simoleons left to go back in here and get things like a bath mat or a little welcome mat in here. I would love to get this little hanging plant in the kitchen since we can't place anything on the counter. 21 simoleons left. I am realizing I did not give us an outdoor trash can, and the cheapest one is 75 simoleons. And if I sell this one for 55 simoleons, unfortunately, this is a Batu trash can, but that does give us 75 simoleons for an outdoor trash can. 1 simoleon left, and for the purpose of using our entire budget, I am going to get us us some paw prints, and I might throw these above the desk here. So I think that that is it for our 17,397 simoleon starter home. I think there are definitely things I could have done to save money, but since this is probably going to be our most expensive one in the video, I wanted it to have a few nicer things that I know the other ones are not going to be able to have. So moving on to our next starter home, our budget is going to be 9,379. Okay, under 10K. Oh my God, does she not like herself? Look at that. Look at that thought bubble. This is my sim. Her name is CC No CC, and it's to remind me not to use CC in this save file. I have learned from the first one, we do not want to have a very big house. I fear I've already made it too big. I think this is going to be our shell, and I will be so real with you. I don't know if this one's gonna make it on a foundation because I don't think I can stomach how much the stairs might cost. But if we keep our medium wall height, we probably could make this look kind of interesting. For example, I really love these Strangerville doors. I don't know if I'm going to use these Strangerville windows as well. That looks kind of weird to me. I'm actually thinking we do this Strangerville door. I just had an idea. I just had a vision, almost like a prophecy. The vision being, instead of a half wall, we can make this look interesting with platforms. I was just thinking, oh, it could be cool to kind of like, you walk into the kitchen, then you have a little dining table here. Let's do it. Do I have to do the exact same thing that I just did, which is TV stand and tiny TV? What if ambitiously I put us back on short wall height? We might want to figure out how the outside of our house looks. Well, now that I've done this brick, I don't know if I like the Strangerville door. It was only 50 simoleons, but so is HBD front door. I don't know why I thought this door would be really expensive. You see how we're already at 3,244 simoleons? That is totally something that is happening to us. We don't have a fridge. We have to do Crisponics Deluxe. Actually, that literally doesn't look bad. You know what I am going to forget if I don't do it? Outdoor trash can. So who lives here? Probably someone that enjoys horses if we've gone with a lot of horse ranch. But why wouldn't they be living in the horse ranch world? And how do we tie it back into our carpenter sim, seeing as we've used a lot of wood stuff? I'm not just thinking storyline house by house. I'm thinking storyline entire neighborhood that I'm building. We need to get a bathroom going. And as much as I hate it, for whatever reason, I really don't like this toilet. I'm going to use the cheapest one. And is it worth 75 more simoleons to do that shower than a wall shower? I think since this is not our cheapest of the cheap starter home, we can have the 75 simoleon more expensive shower. Let's get us a little mirror. Okay, bathroom works. 1,400 simoleons for bedroom and decor. That's not good. That's bad. I mean, we could do our horse ranch bed. That's 400 simoleons and I love it. The only thing with this one is you have to upgrade it like immediately or else your sim gets really mad and is like, the bed is uncomfortable. I'm thinking if we do a window covering anywhere, we'll do one in the bathroom. We'll do a little welcome mat. Now we actually can add clutter on this counter. On the topic of horse ranch, I know I do this so often, but we have these really nice decals that are only 5 simoleons and it fills up a wall so nicely. I actually feel like it's kind of weird to have the window right at your feet there. So I'm going to move this one over here and then we'll put something like this on the wall there. 80 simoleon mirror. Wait, let's absolutely do that. We don't have the money for a computer, but we do have the money for a little knitting basket. It's kind of important to me to make this kind of a cozy area. Even if everywhere else in the house is kind of like not the best, we can make this area a little cozier, right? I think this wall could feel a little bit more full if we do put these curtains here, so let's do that. And these ones we could do blue. We'll kill 2 birds with 1 stone and we'll get skill building with a garden pot. So your sim can do their own landscaping, DIY landscaping, BYO landscaping. Storyline, I'm thinking this is the child of the woodworking sim and they're just getting started on their own, which is why their starter home is a lower budget and they're not entirely sure what they want to do with their life. Maybe their mom has always encouraged them to go into carpentry like she did, but they've always had dreams of moving to Chestnut Ridge and getting a horse, but they don't want to move without their mom. So they're like starting their own knitting business with the new pack and are trying to save up enough money so that they can both move and the mom can build a stable for the horse. That makes sense in my head. I don't know if it makes sense in your head, but it makes sense in my head. I placed 2 pieces of landscaping. We're already basically out of money. I think think what would probably be best is to use this 113 simoleons for a little bit more clutter and then landscape with debug. Coming back over here to the bathroom, maybe we have the money to get toilet paper and some toothbrushes. And we have 13 simoleons left. And I know what equals 13. It's 8 plus 5. And that takes us to 0. However, I'm going to get the debug landscaping by typing in bb.show hidden objects and bb.show live edit objects. And then to get to the landscaping, you want to search debug and click one of those right there. You kind of have to scroll through to find exactly what you want, but here we have some blue flowers. And the only thing that's kind of difficult is making sure it doesn't clip in, because when you're not up on a foundation, you do have to be careful about that. And I'm realizing I did not do anything for the roof. I'm wondering if maybe, I think I used this roof over there, but it doesn't look the same. Anyway, I was thinking we could keep consistent with the roofing in here. I think that helps lots blend into each other. And if you see here, we kind of have this roof piece poking through in a really awkward way. So what I'm going to do is shrink this roof piece down to this side. I'm going to click this button to copy it, put another one right there, and then I'm going to pull in the eaves on this one so they're not poking through. But we still have this little weird pocket, so I'm going to pull the eaves out, but only on this side. And I do that by clicking this arrow and holding shift, and that'll pull it out only on one side. And while it is still a little weird there, it's a lot better than before. So that is going to be our 10,000 simoleon, or not 10,000, 9,379 simoleon starter home. I really actually like that we did the platform. I think it really helps the space feel bigger and more intentional, even though we didn't have that much space. Our next starter home is going to be 1,956 simoleons. All right, CC, let's move over here. I am really thinking shack, because if I do this, that was already a ridiculous amount of our budget. Our cheapest actual toilet is 250. Our cheapest actual shower is 300. And our cheapest actual sink is this one, which is 115. Our cheapest bed is 210 simoleons. And all we would be able to get if we were to do all of this is a fridge. And while yes, your sim can live, actually your sim can't live on that because you can't afford a door to get them in here. We need to do some evaluating. Normally when I have to go low budget, I do this deep thoughts door from Cottage Living because it doubles as a window. We are getting one super subtle saucer light. That is all we are allowed. We are in fact getting a pea bush, but hey, that's gonna save us a little bit of money on landscaping, okay? I do think it is probably practical to get a sink because your sim can wash their hands for hygiene. They can get water. Let's make sure our floors and walls are all nice. Maybe, oh yeah, maybe we kind of embrace the shack vibes. Yeah, let's do that. On the inside, oh, on the inside too. Maybe they painted it white. Maybe they had money to paint it white. And originally I was thinking, oh, if we get a super low budget, we can just do one room and then we'll do like the Murphy bed. The cheapest Murphy bed is 1,400. So no, we can't do that. We can get our cheapest bed. They do need something to eat as well. I am going to get them the cheapest possible fridge. We do need something for skill building, literally anything. Our cheapest skill building item is the dance floor and the garden pot. Those are the two cheapest. But you actually don't need the garden pot to garden. What you do need are seeds or something. So maybe we just make sure that they have some seeds. They probably should have a mirror. This is a very rags to riches home. You know, definitely this might be your first little structure that you build. I didn't think we would be adding the Batu trash can in another one of these houses, but it is in fact the cheapest outdoor trash can that also can be an indoor trash can. 97 simoleons left. Actually, what we can do is get a nice little side table and then we get books. I'll get us the rectangle as our welcome mat, and we can make things cozier with the faux fur rug. We always can. We'll give them little ceramic planters for their seeds. That is purely decorative. And then that leaves us with 2 simoleons left. There's not anything that is 2 simoleons. There's just 1 simoleon things, the paw prints. Let me add those in. They might look cute on the outside. To be honest, we did get walls in this one. It was a long time ago that I did my 1,000 simoleon starter home, but this is basically what I did. And actually, I'm considering doing it again. Hang on a minute, because that actually would save us a lot of money. If we do this and go A-frame, maybe that is what we do. It looks so weird. But what we could do is do a little bit of shelter there for the pea bush. But wait, we might not even need the pea bush. Hang on, everybody. This actually opens up a lot of possibility, because what we can do is extend this out and actually give us more room inside. But do we need that much room inside? What are we gonna do in here? We don't have money. We can get a real toilet. Dare I say we give them a chair and maybe even a lamp for their reading time. I'm moving the toilet away from the fridge because that's the kitchen and this is the bathroom. If I get rid of the rectangle, we could get like an actual welcome mat. Wait, I actually have an idea. Because like I said, this is the bathroom. So we actually have tile there. That's the bathroom. Get it? That's why we have tile. We'll put the mirror right here as a room divider. Wait, it's actually perfect. 29 simoleons. What exactly do we do? I don't know. We can't really get anything that adds to the functionality and the usefulness. Let's get a plant right there. And that leaves us with 4 simoleons because we actually don't have anything that's 4 simoleons. We have 5 simoleons and then we have 1 simoleon. So we get our paw prints to really take us all the way to 0. That is 1,956 simoleons. That is kind of ridiculous. And then we just get some debug landscaping and that is our house. Oh, look at these cute little planter boxes in debug. All right, well, there is our 1,956 simoleon starter home. I always knew it was possible to get a budget that low, but I didn't think we would resort to using the roofs as walls. I thought that was a little bit more money. And as for the storyline of who lives here, I'm thinking this may just be a little extra storage shed for someone else on this street. Or maybe it is a sim doing the rags to riches challenge. And the sim that lives here finds a lot of inspiration because they're also trying to build up their own life and business. And maybe they become fast friends. And then they move in together and they combine their simoleons to be a total of like 11,000 simoleons. And then they're really living large. Last starter home, our budget is going to be 7,175. So this is pretty close to our 9,000 simoleon one, but I am thinking we really focus on keeping this a tiny home, a 1-room home if we can. I am thinking we do a box and a 3-tile box bathroom. Let's get everything we need up front. So I know for the bathroom, we need our toilet, we need our 300 simoleon shower. We honestly could get away with not doing a sink in the bathroom if we put one in the kitchen area, but maybe if we allot space for it in the bathroom, we don't need to put one in the kitchen area. Maybe we could do this love struck door. This also has a nice big window in it. I am wondering if we have it in the budget to do a Murphy bed. If we do a Murphy bed there, we need to do something small like right here with like the little TV on it for the kitchen. I'm going to get, we can have a mini fridge. Oh, I love the way those stickers kind of match the Murphy bed. Maybe I'll get a 200 simoleon counter. I'll probably regret that. And we could either do the microwave or we could do the oven on top. An oven is 780, but the cheapest microwave is 240. So congratulations to the microwave. Shantae, you stay. I am not sure what to do with this area over here. 800 simoleon computer. Is it worth it to have a computer in one of these just to say we have a computer? I'm actually not sure. We can do sort of this situation. I know it's so tight with the door, but it's going to work. It's going to be fine. Let's make things like look kind of fun. Maybe we do the hexagon floor tiles. I think those are kind of nice and warm. We could get these love struck windows and maybe do one like right there. And maybe stylistically keeping with our hexagon theme, we do the hexagon tiles in the bathroom, though those are a bit more expensive. They're kind of double the price. And then something else I was kind of thinking if I could find it. It's not this pink color. I might be thinking of this. I thought that could be kind of cute because it matches the Murphy bed. I don't know if we need to do it in the bathroom, but the high school years tile, oh, that looks so cute and that matches so well. One thing that doesn't match well is this little like seasons table that I chose. Maybe we were a little more fashionable. We get the kind of gold accent growing together one. We'll still have a little bit of budget for window coverings. We could do a framed artwork on the wall. We are getting a little ambitious here. I guess we could do a little plant on the dining table back here. And that leaves us with 664 simoleons. Does the Murphy bed function as a bookshelf? I know the other ones do, but if it doesn't, we might want to squeeze in some type of shelf. The books aren't even going to slot there. Really? They can't slot there? Not in my world. Not in the world I'm living in. I am raising these up with my 9 key and they are fitting beautifully on the shelf right there. I imagine this sim might be like the new girl who just moved to town. She's like kind of shy and she's worried like she's not gonna make friends with any of the neighbors, but like everyone's actually so nice. Like the mom that lives here like takes her under her wing and everything. Ooh, I love the storyline. Wait, maybe I do this roofing here and it matches that roofing. So all of these roofings match, those roofings match. It kind of kind of all coming together just a little bit. We still have 573 simoleons left also, which is not enough for a grill. Oh, that's kind of so sad. We could give her a cute little bicycle. Does that get fitness skill? That can count as skill building, even though we do have other skill building. Also, we were talking about this on my Twitch stream. You actually don't need any physical items in the game for skill building. Technically, you can make your sim go jogging and that builds their fitness skill. But also, if they have a kitchen, they can work on the cooking skill. It's kind of whatever. What I do want to use our budget for is some outside lights here, because I think this does look really weird with just the door there. Let's try to just get some cute landscaping. We definitely can't layer as much as I want to. We don't have a mirror. No! I don't want to get rid of the bicycle. How much is our cheapest mirror? 40 simoleons. If I get rid of this light, that might still look okay. I think we have to do this kind of silly one. It's like a kid's mirror, but at least it goes with our bathroom's color scheme and I don't have to do anything else. We don't have a rug, but do you know what we can do? Do you know what rug does work? Fluffy rug. Well, that leaves us with 18 simoleons left. What are we gonna do with 18 simoleons? We need to get the sunscreen. Our beloved sunscreen is 8 simoleons. And then we have 10 simoleons for, I mean, we could get a little starter seedling somewhere. Oh wait, we could like fill out this shelf and get us a little starter seedling. Maybe that's really cute. And that will be our 7,175 simoleon starter home. I think we've really maximized the use of space. We've tried to maximize the use of space here. And so we filled out our little neighborhood. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was kind of different for me, but if you made it this far in the video, go ahead and comment a bunny emoji for our cute little bunny bookends bookshelf. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. We are so close to 100,000. I would also love to see you at a Twitch stream sometime. I've linked that down below. And if you'd like to keep watching some Sims builds, I've linked another one on the screen for you right now. And other than that, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and a lovely tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!